The internet is on fire again, and this time it's all about Lil Durk. Overnight, shocking new footage, allegedly showing Durk and one of his closest homies behind bars, started circulating online. And the clip has already gone viral. Fans can't stop replaying it. Blogs are buzzing. And social media is split between disbelief, jokes, and serious concern. For years, Durk has been one of the most talked about rappers in hip-hop, not just for his music, but for the street energy and drama that always seems to follow him. But this footage has raised 1,000 questions. When was it filmed? Who leaked it? And most importantly, what does it mean for Durk's career and freedom? Some viewers claim the video shows Durk looking surprisingly calm, even laughing with his homie, as if the walls of jail couldn't break his spirit. Others argue it's proof that the rapper has been dealing with struggles far deeper than the public realized. Either way, the clip has set the culture on edge, in a world where every move is scrutinized. Every video can change the narrative, and every leak can either crush reputations or make legends. This viral moment has left fans demanding answers. Because if this footage is real, it's more than just a clip. It's a window into the life of one of hip-hop's most controversial stars. The clip hit the internet like a storm at midnight. At first, it looked like one of those grainy jailhouse videos that pop up on random forums. But within minutes, fans recognized the face Lil Durk, dressed in khaki prison clothes, hair tied back and sitting across from one of his homies at a small metal table. Durk looked right into the camera for a split second before smirking. That one glance was all it took for the footage to go viral. The video, only 40 seconds long, showed Durk and his homie joking, tapping the table as if making beats, and laughing like the walls around them couldn't contain their energy. To fans, it was surreal. Here was one of the biggest names in rap, a man who'd sold out arenas and topped the Billboard charts, now looking like he was back in the trenches, locked down, but still keeping his spirit alive. Almost instantly, Twitter exploded. "Ain't no way that's Durk," one user posted, only to be corrected seconds later when someone slowed the footage down and zoomed in on his tattoos. "That's him." No doubt, memes started flying, with fans joking that Durk looked more comfortable in jail than most people do at home. But others took the situation seriously, pointing out that jail footage like this doesn't just leak, it gets released for a reason. Speculation went wild. Was the video old, recorded during a past case, and only now leaking? Or was it fresh, suggesting Durk had been caught up again without the public even knowing? Blogs ran with headlines like "Durk behind bars again," while fan pages argued over the timeline. Some insisted the footage was at least 2 years old, while others swore they heard him mention something in the background that tied it to recent events. What made the video even more dramatic was Durk's homie sitting next to him. Fans debated his identity, with some saying it was a longtime OTF, only the family member, while others claimed it was someone caught up in a separate case altogether. Whoever it was, their chemistry in the clip made it clear they were more than cellmates. They were brothers, holding each other down in a place meant to break men apart. Meanwhile, on Instagram, fans began tagging Durk's official account non-stop, demanding answers. His silence only fueled the frenzy. While his team continued posting snippets of his music and promo for upcoming shows, they made no mention of the footage. This gap between the official narrative and what the leaked video showed only made people more convinced that something major was being hidden. Within hours, celebrities chimed in. One rapper tweeted, "Durk gone be Durk anywhere, free or locked. Real ones don't fold." Another posted cryptically, "Funny how clips always leak right before an album." That comment set off a whole new theory. Was the video staged? Was it part of some guerrilla marketing plan to make Durk look even more authentic, more untouchable in the rap game? Fans couldn't agree. Some swore no one would risk their freedom for promo. Others argued that in today's rap world, anything is possible if it keeps you trending. But underneath the jokes and theories was a darker tone. For many fans, the footage was a reminder of how fragile Durk's rise to the top has been. He's been open about his struggles, his losses, and the constant pressure of the streets following him into fame. Seeing him in a jailhouse setting again felt like déjà vu, like no matter how high he climbs, the system is always waiting to pull him back down. YouTube reactors quickly joined the conversation. Dozens of videos popped up overnight, breaking down the clip frame by frame. Some analyzed Durk's body language, pointing out how relaxed he seemed. Others zoomed in on the background, trying to identify the exact jail facility based on wall colors, furniture, and uniforms. A few even claimed to have inside sources confirming when and where the footage was filmed. Though none could provide solid proof, fans also pointed out how calm Durk appeared compared to his homie, who seemed more tense, glancing around often and speaking in hushed tones. That contrast led to another round of speculation. Did Durk know the camera was rolling? Was he sending a message to his fans, showing strength, showing that no matter where he is, his spirit won't break? As the clip racked up millions of views across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, one thing became clear. This wasn't just another leak. It was a cultural moment. People weren't just watching Lil Durk behind bars. They were projecting their own fears, hopes, and theories onto it. To some, it was proof he couldn't escape the street life, no matter how famous he got. To others, it was a symbol of resilience, showing that even in the darkest places, Durk remained the same. And as the video spread, the mystery only deepened. Where did it come from? Who leaked it? And most importantly, what did it mean for Durk's future? Because if this was new footage, the consequences could be massive. And if it was old, the fact that it was released now, in the middle of his rise, meant someone wanted the world to see it, and the timing could not be an accident. By the next morning, the footage of Lil Durk and his homie behind bars had become the #1 trending topic across social media. Every blog, gossip site, and hip-hop forum had the video on repeat. But instead of the frenzy dying down, it only got louder. Fans began treating the clip like a puzzle. Some slowed the video down to identify the correctional facility. Others pointed out the clock on the wall in the background, speculating about what year the footage was from. A viral TikTok claimed the timestamp in the corner matched a recent date, meaning the video couldn't possibly be old. Another influencer swore it was from years ago and was only resurfacing to stir drama. The lack of clarity made the clip even more powerful. Everyone could see Durk, but no one could pin down the when, where, or why. That uncertainty let every fan create their own version of the truth. Rappers quickly jumped into the conversation. One rival, known for throwing shade at Durk, reposted the clip with the caption, "The streets don't lie, once you in, you never out." That line reignited beef chatter, with fans speculating that the leak may have come from someone inside the industry trying to damage Durk's credibility. Was this an attack disguised as a random leak? Durk's OTF family wasn't quiet either. Members posted cryptic stories like, "Okasi can't break what's already solid and real ones know what time it is." Two loyal fans. Those posts were reassurance, proof that whatever the footage showed, Durk wasn't shaken. But skeptics argued those captions were damage control. It's trying to downplay something that could be serious. Meanwhile, memes flooded timelines. Clips of Durk smirking at the camera were paired with captions like "Durk be treating jail like a podcast interview" or "Bro more comfortable in prison than most at." The humor kept the clip viral. But underneath the laughs, a darker conversation was happening. Commentators pointed out how common it had become for rap stars to have their private jailhouse footage leaked. In some cases, the leaks had ruined careers, exposing vulnerable or humiliating moments. In Durk's case, though, the footage seemed to add to his legend. The way he carried himself, calm, unbothered, even playful, made fans admire him even more. It was as if he was reminding everyone that fame hadn't changed his DNA. But the bigger question loomed: who filmed it? And why now? Jailhouse footage doesn't magically appear online. It requires someone inside the system, a guard, another inmate, or a connected insider to capture and leak it. Conspiracy theories flooded forums. Some swore rival camps had paid for the leak. Others claimed the state deliberately released it as a warning, showing they could put pressure on Durk whenever they wanted, adding fuel to the fire. A second, shorter clip surfaced 2 days later. This one showed Durk leaning back against the wall, listening intently as his homie talked. The audio was muffled, but fans claimed they could hear him say something about the next move and being patient. Within minutes, people were speculating that Durk was planning something big even while behind bars, either musically or in the streets. Durk himself stayed silent, which only intensified the mystery. No statement, no denial, no live stream addressing the situation. For fans, that silence was louder than words. Some argued it proved the footage was old and not worth his time. Others said it was proof the situation was real and ongoing, and that he couldn't legally comment. Either way, the silence let the speculation run wild. Rival blogs took sides. Some painted the footage as proof that Durk was still caught in the system and couldn't leave his street past behind. Others framed it as a badge of honor, showing that he could handle pressure like no other rapper in the game. The split narrative only made the story bigger, and behind the scenes, the industry was buzzing. Promoters whispered about how the footage might affect upcoming shows. Would fans be worried about Durk getting locked up again? Would venues hesitate to book him, fearing drama would follow? At the same time, others argued the footage would only make him hotter, adding to his reputation as someone authentic. Someone living the life he rapped about. One thing was undeniable: the timing couldn't have been worse. Or maybe, couldn't have been better. Durk had been teasing new music, building hype for his next release. Now, with the footage flooding the internet, his name was hotter than ever. Some fans even joked that the Jailhouse video had become the best promo he could ask for. But for every fan hyped up by the footage, there were just as many worried. They pointed out that Durk had already lost close friends to the streets and had battled case after case. Seeing him in jail again, even in a leaked video, felt like déjà vu, a painful reminder that success and freedom in the rap game are never guaranteed. As the week ended, the question wasn't just about whether the footage was real or staged. It was about what came next. Would Durk or his team finally break their silence? Would more clips surface? Or would the mystery fade, leaving fans forever debating what they had really seen? One thing was certain: the viral footage had reminded the world of something Durk's music had always said in his life. Nothing comes easy, nothing is guaranteed, and every move is watched, debated, and judged by millions. And if the rumors were true that more clips were waiting to be leaked, the storm was only beginning by the time the second clip made its rounds. Fans were already glued to their screens, waiting for what would come next. And then, as if on cue, a third video leaked. This one was different. It wasn't just Durk smiling or vibing with his homie. It captured a heated moment in the clip. Durk's homie appeared to be arguing with someone off camera, his voice sharp, his body language tense. Durk, instead of stepping back, leaned forward with a calm but cold look. Though the audio was muffled, fans swore they heard words like loyalty, snakes, and outside ain't safe. Within minutes, theories exploded that the argument was about street politics spilling into the jailhouse. The reaction online was immediate. One viral tweet said, "Durk ain't just surviving in there, he's running the place." Others worried the footage was being manipulated, stitched together to paint a picture that wasn't accurate. Still, the damage was done. People now believed Durk wasn't just passing time in jail. He was still in the middle of the kind of drama that had followed him his entire career. And then came the real twist. Screenshots surfaced from an anonymous source claiming that the footage wasn't leaked by accident. According to The Insider, someone deliberately sold the videos to smear Durk's name, trying to remind the world of his criminal past right when his career was reaching new heights. "This ain't no random leak," the source allegedly wrote. "This is chess." That theory gained traction quickly. Fans pointed to the timing. Durk had been teasing a new project, and his buzz in the industry was at an all-time high. Was it just a coincidence that jailhouse clips suddenly flooded the internet? Or was someone trying to knock him off his momentum? As the conversation heated up, rival rappers once again chimed in. One posted, "Funny how the truth always comes out when the fame gets too big." Another mocked Durk's calmness in the videos, suggesting he had gotten too comfortable behind bars. But OTF supporters fought back hard, spamming timelines with the hashtag #FreederForver and flooding rivals. Comment sections with snakeemo.jis.YouTube commentary channels took the story to another level. Some created mini documentaries about Durk's history with the law, linking the footage to his ongoing legal battles. Others speculated the videos were years old, resurfacing as part of a larger smear campaign. One popular YouTuber even claimed the footage was part of an industry setup, designed to keep rappers tied to street narratives whether they wanted it or not. Meanwhile, the blogs couldn't get enough. Titles like Lil Durk, "Running Jail Like a CEO," and "Who Leaked Durk's Footage and Why Now?" dominated the hip-hop headlines. Fans debated whether the footage made Durk look stronger or more vulnerable. Some argued it proved he was unbreakable, that even behind bars he carried himself like a boss. Others feared it showed just how hard it was for him to escape the shadow of the streets. The tension reached its peak when whispers of a fourth clip began spreading. Supposedly, this video showed Durk writing something on a piece of paper, passing it to his homie, and whispering. Fans speculated wildly. Was it lyrics for a new track? Was it instructions for OTF outside? Or was it simply communication in a place where privacy didn't exist? The fact that the clip hadn't surfaced yet only made the anticipation worse. Behind the scenes, Durk's team still refused to comment, keeping fans in suspense. This silence only added to his mystique, turning him into the central figure of a viral saga that had gripped the culture for weeks. People didn't just want music anymore, they wanted answers. But through all the noise, one thing became clear. The footage, whether staged, old, or real, had elevated Durk's image in a way no PR campaign ever could. He wasn't just a rapper anymore. He was a symbol of resilience, someone fans believed couldn't be broken no matter the walls around him. His calm demeanor in the clips turned into memes of strength. His smirk became a cultural moment, and his silence transformed into power. At the same time, the story revealed something darker about fame in hip-hop. The fact that private jailhouse footage could leak, circulate, and define an artist's narrative showed how fragile privacy really was. For every fan laughing at the memes, there were others asking, who filmed this? Who sold it? And what does it say about how far people will go to profit off a man's name? As the days passed, the frenzy didn't die down. Instead, it set the stage for whatever Durk would do next. If he dropped new music, it would be heard differently as the voice of someone who had been tested and remained unshaken. If he spoke publicly, his words would carry the weight of weeks of speculation. And that was the real twist of the story. Whether the footage was meant to hurt him or not, it had only added to his legend. The rapper who once fought to prove himself had once again turned controversy into power. Because in the world of hip-hop, where perception is everything, Durk had proven one thing with that viral footage: no matter where you put him, free or behind bars, he still runs the narrative. And there you have it. What started as a simple jailhouse leak has spiraled into one of the wildest viral sagas hip-hop has seen in years. Lil Durk and his homie went from being behind bars to being the center of worldwide conversation. All thanks to a few seconds of shaky footage. But here's the real question. Do these clips expose weakness? Or do they prove Durk's unshakable strength? Was this all a smear campaign timed to derail his momentum? Or just another reminder that no matter where you put him, Durk still commands the spotlight? We may not know who leaked the footage or why, but one thing's for sure, it's changed how fans see him forever. Some say it makes him look like a boss, calm and in control, even under pressure. Others fear it drags him back into the same street politics he's been trying to outrun. So what do you think? Is Lil Durk the unbreakable king of OTF? Or is this viral storm proof that the past always finds a way to follow you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is just getting started. And if you're ready for even more explosive hip-hop drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown. Trust me, the next twist in this saga could drop at any moment. Until then, stay locked in, because the story of Lil Durk is far from over. Lil Durk is far from over.